this happy home is connected to the Seven of Cups and seeing through our illusions. And remember, we're using the energy of the opposites in order to create our alignment. And we're doing that here. We're using everything we see in order to create our alignments. And look, the void is here. The void is here to create anew. And that is working with the King of Swords, the masculine, and honoring the masculine's truth. The energy. We need the truth of the energy and how to apply the force. And that's working with the sun. And we received all these cards on that total eclipse. In Sagittarius, total lunar eclipse in Sagittarius message. And when we let the sun in, we're working with the feminine, we're working with the daughter, the Three of Coins. We're coming together in order to create in this void anew. This is where we've seen through our illusions here in order to begin creating our alignment. And here is where we are doing it. We're in the process of it in the Three of Coins. We're working with our Three of Pentacle pals. We're working with body, mind, soul. We've got them in an alignment. The masculine, the feminine, and child. The heavens, the earth. Through us, we have restored connection and we're in creation through the earth. And that is connected to the Ace of Swords. That's balanced. This is balance of the mind and it's connected to the masculine because, of course, we're balancing the energy. We need access to the balance. That's the Ace of Swords. And I love that it's a unicorn. That says much right there. Much symbolism right there. And this is allowing us to heal with the star. The sun and the star are working together right now. That's lit. That is absolutely lit. This is beautiful and spectacular energy in order to create anew. We're going somewhere. It's high vibe. And it's because right here, with the King of Swords, we honor the path to love. We honor the path to love here, and it's not like what we thought it looked like in the mind. That's what we're healing from. It's another trick to more programming of what love's supposed to look like. We're programmed. No, this is honoring the path of love here, the real true path. We're honoring the path we've connected back to source and creation, what's natural. And this is our path, and it's unique to all of us. It's not a one-size-fits-all. This is our fingerprint, our energetic fingerprint, our energetic blueprint activated and creating anew here. This is where we build new earth. And this has to do, right now, here, we're going to honor the feminine. We're going to honor the Empress. We're going to honor the abundance. We're going to honor working with our root, laying the foundations through our priorities and building blocks for our life with the masculine. Look, there's a red ruby right there. We've been working with our root chakra, a recalibration with our root in order to have a recalibration with the earth star and levitate. This is about levitation. This is honored here. Creation, our abundance, the feminine. So we let go. Because she's taking us home. She's helping us to create this space and place. We're not creating this without her. And it's connected to our Kundalini, untapped energy. And this is what we are healing with right now. And there is a massive special being worked on for the channel. It will be aired the time it's supposed to be aired, as always, as all these things work. And it's getting deeper into the activation of our light body and Kundalini. And of course, we will be expanding off this for some time. And what this has to do with is our transformation of light and dark. And this is the time we are in. Light and dark. Which figure on this card do you relate to? The dark shadow of your own fear, or the empowered, light-filled, divine you? This is a challenging question, since in truth, both are aspects of yourself. Within you are both light and shade, illumination and shadow, love and hate, and peace and anxiety. Living in a dualistic world, you have dualistic nature, and it serves you well to try to integrate and understand all parts of yourself, which is everything we've been working on. Pushing away one shadow doesn't work. whether it appears as jealousy, rage, greed, or spite. Instead, you are asked to understand and work through why such feelings arise and where they come from, and realize it's usually because of an absence of love. And that's what we're doing. We are looking within and without, and this is being reflected back to us, and we're going to go within and we're going to heal those spaces and places where we feel an absence of love, where we feel, and we're going to heal with the feminine, that abandonment, that betrayal, that wounding, whatever that is for you. And it may be all three. We've been through a lot, right, guys? We're multidimensional. And we're going to use the Empress, and we're going to nurture and love, heal, harmonize, and raise our own vibration. Our shadow wants to keep us small, to keep us doing what we know rather than trying something new. It feeds off old patterns that haven't been worked through, from panic and low self-esteem to something greater still. If you have done the shadow work, this card asks you to question which figure you give the most attention to. Transformation happens when we choose the light over our shadow selves, and in turn, like a flower to the sun. Oh, we turn like a flower to the sun. The greatest energy source of our planet and life force. Yes, returning towards the sun, returning towards to source, a growth, creation. Darkness and shadow can play into ego's hands. Playing small, judgment, blame, drama, victim mentality, it takes many forms. However, we are here to shine brightly. We cannot do so from a place of total darkness. The sunlight comes in the picture. It brings not just illumination to one who feels free, but illuminates and brings warmth to the heavier side of ourselves that we all carry. The stronger and more powerful energy is the light. It can and will escape the clutches of anything that tries to contain it. What is left behind is but an empty shell, and we learn to look back with compassion at what blocked our way and the lessons we learned from our struggle. By doing this, we transform not just ourselves, but the darkness too. We learn to live with it, but not allow it to control us. And that's the key. We're learning to live with it, but not allowing it to control us. We're transmuting it. By doing this, we transform not just ourselves, but the darkness too. We learn to live with it, but not allow it to control us. To love all parts of ourselves and to walk the highest path we can, moment to moment, day to day. By doing so, we conquer the battle within and allow our light to win. And that's what we're doing. We're allowing our light to win. We're understanding this as more and more as time goes on, because it's part of our Nine of Pentacles challenge through our Four of Pentacles shift, where we harvest. And it's understanding this. This may be in terms of your approach to life. Working too hard or not working at all. Looking after self or neglecting your basic needs. We need a good diet. We need exercise, positive thinking. It can take a myriad of forms. With Metatron, we will often be drawn to our imbalanced masculine and feminine states, and the need for equilibrium here. Maybe you need to nourish and nurture your feminine side, receiving love and being held. Or maybe you need to motivate and take control and action within your masculine side. Only you know. We all live in a constant state of flux, seeking equilibrium and peace. The symbol on this card is a powerful one that serves to remind us of this dance between the two states of being, both within us and externally, that seek attention from you now. To live a balanced life is to live a healthy life. You are asked to look at situations, people, thinking, and energy around you. This and what you see may be out of control or conversely parched and ignored from little attention. It may be that your inner child needs acknowledgement at this time rather than allowing your adult self to fully sway over everything. Balance is needed in every part of who you are, of what you are, and this is it. if you're never going to allow that inner child time to in creation, you're going to feel out of whack, out of balance. If that inner child's always got the pen, well, oh, I've done this before, and wow, we still need mom and dad. We still need those parents to nurture ourselves, higher self. We need that. But this is the balance and honoring it all. We're doing it all. We're actually doing it all. And yes, it's complicated, but everything we have, everything we need for this journey is within us. We have it. We have it all. So often, we seek to label something as right or wrong, good or bad, and yet in life, negative and positive energy serve each other. And so now we're learning in our Merkaba how to drive it, how to shift through it. So rather than when an emotion comes up, like fear, jealousy, rage, anger, we're going to look at it, it's a signal. Oh, I got a signal here. What does this mean? We're not going to react to it. We're using the priest and the Hierophant, okay? The high priestess is going to give us access to the knowledge. We're going to share it here. We're going to use it to our advantage. So what we're going to do is we're going to expand from there. And we're going to say, you know what? I have access to this. I'm moving forward. I'm creating alignment with my Merkaba. I understand that I need to live a balanced life. And this balance is connected to my center, and it's going to help me heal from sickness, stagnation, and lower vibrations that are keeping me held down. This is how I am moving from within to without. Dark and light, night and day. We need the dark to show us where light still needs to be shone. We sometimes need hard, challenging times to wake up humanity and ourselves to a wider truth of reconciliation and love, to bring back the light to where it has been long forgotten, and that's the time we're in. It's happening right now in front of our faces. Rather than labeling what you struggle with now as unfamiliar and unjust and seeing only its bleakness, look again and see the light within. From those who dry your tears as they care for you, to the unexpected smile of a stranger that pierces through the darkest day. Light is always there in the hard times too. And that's truth. We may just be so angry we don't want to see it. So a lot of times that makes us angry, right? Our subconscious, that hack just wants to, that's taken over our subconscious mind. That hack just wants to keep us there, but we're seeing through it. We're woke through patterning. And it's like, no, this isn't right. I'm not resonating with this. I'm not resonating with this in my heart. I've expanded it. I've seen something different. I've seen something bigger. I've seen something that may be unique to self, but I'm going with it because it's right. And you know that because when you start going the other way where you've been conditioned to go, you feel sick. You feel all these things that all these things that are not in alignment with you, and you're trying to create your alignment through. And then we can start shutting down. We don't want that, guys. It's go time. It's go time. Okay? We don't want to shut down. We don't want to go back that way. We're loving self right now. What we came here to create is part of New Earth. It's part of self. It's divine. It's divinely guided. Let's honor it. And even if all the people around us don't know what we're doing right now, that's okay. It's okay. We can still all love each other. Look, just because everyone doesn't know what our paths are doesn't mean we can't all love each other. Look, let's find the common thread. It's love. Even, if people are doing things that don't make sense to you, what's their intention? Is their intention of the heart? Is it intention of love? Because there's the common thread. There's the common thread that unites us all right there. As well as we know our pain. Our pain. There's a thread right there that unites us all. And they're connected. And how do we connect them? How do we transform them? How do we transmute them? How do we create the shift? How do we create the alignment? Because we're not staying stuck anymore. And that's up to us. So we're not going to label ourselves with a struggle that's unfair and unjust and seeing only the bleakness. We're going to look again and see the light within. From those who dry our tears, from the positive, from everything. We're going to promise. The promise you are given is that what seems most difficult now will pass. Your life is made up of light and shade. into each life. Both sun and rain must fall, but the rainbow was always there, bringing our experiences. This card seeks for you to feel the balance of life and the flow that allows you to experience duality. One of the only places in this great universe where this is possible. We can add the positive charge here to know that as well. Seeing this symbol, we're going to ask Archangel Metatron to help us see both sides of any disagreement, to feel the light within the darkest hour, to see the masculine and feminine parts of you, and to bring all aspects of yourself back into equilibrium. And those aspects of the feminine, masculine, and child, and where our connection lies is what's being illuminated. It's our connection to the pleasure from the pain